I'm putting together a quick video to show you what the onboard stationery was like on the Titanic. So what we have here is a letter card that was removed from the ship by a first-class passenger at Queenstown, Ireland. That was the last stop at Titanic before she, went into history. So a little bit of a story here. This was removed by Richard and Stanley May. They were a part of the Odell and May family group that sailed between Southampton, England and Queenstown, Ireland. They were first-class passengers. They booked 2 suites on B deck for a 24-hour voyage on board Titanic. In this photo, you can see Richard. He's the one on the left. The next one is Lilly May. And then there's Stanley May. Those are all siblings. And then we got young Jack Odell, on the far right. The photograph was taken by Kate Odell. I've never been able to find any photographs taken of her, but she's got a series of photographs that she took of Titanic as it was leaving Southampton and capturing the near miss with the New York when it broke free of its moorings. Anyways, so that's our group that we're talking about. And part of my collection is the unused letter card and envelope taken off the ship by Richard and Stanley May. So here's a close-up of the envelope. This is the letter card. The postcard, of course, is not part of the lot that came all together. But specifically, I'm going to describe to you what a letter card is and how it properly should have been used or could have been used. There's actually 2 ways of using it. You can simply write on that card and fold it right down the middle horizontally, and then you could lick it around the edges, fold it. On the reverse side, there's a place that you can put a stamp and put the person that you're going to send it off to. So that's one way of doing it. Obviously, folding that item that you see right there would not fit inside the envelope that you see also there. However, there is the second alternative, and that is to pull off the affixed separate stationery letter. That's the one that you see right there. So you can kind of make it out. So first of all, that perforation that you see is how you would open this up if you folded this and then licked it and mailed it off. So the recipient then, of course, would just tear along that perforated edge and voila, they could actually read what's in there. But again, close up there, you can see that there is this other letter that's glued only on this one side here, the left side, that if you want, you can pull that thing off of there. You could mail that stationery letter independently, because what it would do, you would fold it right down the center horizontally and it would be able to be stuck into that envelope. And then separately, then you could use the back part that you kind of see around the edges as its own individual stationery card. So here's an example. So this one was actually mailed off together as one piece from the Oceanic a little bit earlier. So if you look at this, you can actually see the perforation. So what that means is that the 2 of these, look at this. So you see it's still stuck together, just like my card. The only thing is that edge has been all torn off so the recipient could read the letter. Here's the back side, just like my Titanic card. I'm not going to flip the Titanic card over because it's behind glass for my display purposes. But anyways, So the back side is like this. There's a place that you would do that. Folded is like that. So again, the edges have been torn off so the person could actually read this. And that is the letter card from Titanic. The third part of this collection of mine that came together for provenance is the telegram that was sent from Stanley May immediately following the disembarkation from Titanic at Queenstown. Of course, this is not in his writing and was never touched by him other than when he returned to home after the disaster back in London. So the family went and toured Ireland after their departure on April 11th, 1912. So what they did is they went to a wireless office, post office, and they said, hey, I want to send a telegram to let my family know that we made it here to Ireland. And so what happened is they would, say what message that they wanted at the Queenstown, Cork post office or telegraph office, and they would send that off to London. London would pick up this piece of paper at the Brixton Streathingham station post office, and they're the ones that filled this out. So it says that the office of origin was Queenstown. Of course, we are in London, and it is from Stanley, paid by the Mays. It gives the May address there, and it's insignificant. It really just says, hey, we're here, and that's it. And we're in Cork. But Cork and Queenstown are pretty close together. So that's what we have here. Any questions, please put any comments in the section below.